Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Daima DLC pack for Sparking Zero. Now I haven't yet reacted to it or even played it, and it's been like almost a month or so since it released. Or maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm not sure. But let me just check it out and see if it's any good, and then I'm going to maybe try it out later on. Sparking Zero is definitely a very good game, but it has its issues. Unfortunately, the replayability has an issue for me a bit, but it's definitely has a lot of content. Why hasn't Goku got his English voice yet? Okay. That looks good. Super Saiyan 3? Maybe? Yep. The transformation animation looks pretty good. Galagon. Okay, there's a Beam Clash. Yeah. The DLC looks so-so. I'm not too big on it so far. There's a model for him. Is he playable? Oh, come on. Why create a model for a character just to not let him be playable? So we've got Super Saiyan Goku, Base Vegeta Kid, and his two Super Saiyan 1 and 2 transformations. Yes, so 2 transformations. With Super Saiyan 3, Glorio, Fanzi, and Ku, Margin Ku, or something like that. Okay. Yeah, that's it. It does look okay. It's the animations are well done and stuff, but I want the later versions of when they're not small. I don't want the chibi ones. I want the bigger ones. Hey, I like Daima. It was a pretty good show, all things considered. But I would really appreciate it if they gave us the Super Saiyan 4 transformation and the adult Vegeta transformations with attacks from Daima. That should be all I want at this point from Daima still. But yeah, that wasn't too bad, but like I said, Sparking Zero has a unique issue where it has a lot of content, but at the same time there's no real replayability unless you play online. And that's where the fun in Xenoverse 2, for instance, comes in, when you can swap out character customizations, and there's a lot of parallel quests and stuff. Maybe they need to go back to the Tenkaichi 1 days and 2 and 3, where they had 100 battle-like things where you can like literally battle 100 stages of the characters and stuff. That would be an interesting replayability thing to have. Because literally all I can now at this point play is literally just single player normal battles, which is fun in itself if you want to really play it, but I really want something else to accomplish in the game. So Dragon Ball Z Kakarot dropped its trailer for the Daima content as well. I just reacted to the Sparking Zero content, the DLC for Daima, DLC 2 I think, and yeah, it was so-so, but I haven't even checked out any of the trailers for Xenoverse 2, Kakarot, and Sparking Zero. I just checked out, but I'm a little bit late to the party with this, but I'm just gonna check it anyways and react to it. Kakarot definitely is the story game for me. If you want to play the story mode, Kakarot is the one. Oh, well, that was short. Hey, at least we got some unique characters and settings. There's at least a stage, not like Sparking Zero, which doesn't have a stage. '17th of July, okay. So there's two parts. One part is the beginning of the story of Daima, and the second part, I presume, will be the bigger battles. This is the thing with Kakarot. At least it has the stages. Like Sparking Zero lacks a lot of stages. Kakarot at least has all the stages you can think of. Even though it's just like a giant map and stuff, it's open world-ish. So that's pretty cool. And this one has all the unique characters from the first part. So if you look at like for instance, this character, I don't even remember its name. Where is it? There it is. Like this character, you won't have this in Sparking Zero, or even Xenoverse 2, but you have this in Kakarot. That's the unique thing about Kakarot. Always having these obscure characters you don't even remember, which is at least an enemy or in the game as a little bit of extra content. So this is pretty cool. And you can see, like, for instance, that thing there. There's another one. And there's like generic enemies, which is pretty good. And that's my point with Kakarot. It really has a unique story mode and experience compared to the other games. Sparking Zero is more of the combat, third-person combat, roleplay type of thing, whereas Xenoverse 2 is all about customization. So each game has a unique offering in a sense. I'll be trying both in Xenoverse 2, Kakarot, and also in Sparking Zero. I'll try all three of them with this content, but I'm not so big on Daima. It's a good story and stuff, but it's not my favorite. I actually prefer GT in a sense a little bit more than Daima. However, I'm not knocking down Daima. The last few episodes of Daima was epic. It really gave a sense of the old school stuff we wanted a long time ago. So I'm not knocking it down at all. But I still do prefer the older stuff. Z is Dragon Ball Z, the original Z, and not the Kai version, the Z version, as well as the original Dragon Ball, and GT was my three favorites. GT the least of the three, but hey. And after that is Super. I enjoyed Super, but there comes a point when you ask yourself, how many times can a character change hair color? So that's one thing about that. But yeah, in a sense, I enjoy all of them, but yeah, my favorite is still Z and original, and then GT. Okay, so now it's for the Xenoverse 2 Daima DLC. Like I said, I missed out on all the Daima stuff. Haven't been into watching all the stuff, just reacted to Sparking Zero and Kakarot, so now it's Daima in Xenoverse 2. Okay, so this is going to be the actual characters I want to play, not the chibi ones. Okay. I've heard that there's a scaling issue with Goku and Vegeta being a little bit bigger than before, so hopefully it's not too jarring, but it does look good from this. And When will we get Super Saiyan 4 CAC? Super Saiyan 4 transformation for your character created. Your created character. There's a lot of loading screens and stuff. Oh. New skills. But where's the stage? We need the stages. So it's also already out. So 6 new skills, new super souls, parallel quests, loading screens, costumes and accessories. So you got the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima costume for your custom character, as well as Vegeta custom accessories and stuff. So that's pretty good. But unfortunately, where is the transformation in game? We've been asking and asking and asking for the transformation for Super Saiyan 4 for your character that you created. That's a bummer. But hey, maybe we get the GT transformation. You never know. But it's been almost like 10 years, 9 years now. Hopefully we get something next year for DLC, for a new transformation for your character. But hey, this doesn't seem too bad. This seems to be the better part of Daima's DLC, and Xenoverse did give us a better part for DLC. It looks to me that Sparking Zero had the weakest Daima DLC, and Xenoverse 2 had the strongest. Kakarot is okay. It does seem also better than Sparking Zero in the DLC content. But hey, we will see what comes next then. Well, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Until then, goodbye.